Stomach channel diagnosis. Stomach Qi deficiency. Uncomfortable feeling in the epigastrium. Lack of appetite. Lack of taste sensation. Loose stools. Tiredness, especially in the morning. Weak limbs. Pale tongue. Empty pulse. Stomach deficient cold. Discomfort of dull pain in the epigastrium. Better after eating, and better with pressure and massage. Lack of appetite. Preference for warm drinks and food. Vomiting of clear fluid. Lack of thirst. Cold and weak limbs. Tiredness. Pale complexion. Pale and wet tongue. Deep, weak, and slow pulse. Stomach yin deficiency. No appetite. Slight hunger, but with no desire to eat. Constipation. Dry stools. Dull or slightly burning epigastric pain. Dry mouth. Dry throat, especially in the afternoon, with a desire to drink in small sips. A slight feeling of fullness after eating. Normal colored tongue without coating, or without coating in the center, or with a rootless coating. Floating and empty pulse. Stomach Qi stagnation. Epigastric pain and distension. Belching. Nausea. Vomiting. Hiccups. Irritability. No particular signs on the tongue except that in severe cases it may be red on the sides or in the central section. Pulse wiry. Stomach fire. Burning epigastric pain, thirst with a desire to drink, cold liquids, mental restlessness, bleeding gums, dry stools, dry mouth, mouth ulcers, sour regurgitation, nausea, vomiting soon after eating, excessive hunger, bad breath, a feeling of heat. Tongue is red in the center with a dry yellow or even black coating. Pulse rapid and slightly overflowing. Cold invading the stomach. Sudden and severe pain in the epigastrium. A feeling of cold and cold limbs. Preference for warmth. Vomiting of clear fluids, which may alleviate the pain. Nausea and feeling worse after swallowing cold fluids, which are quickly vomited. Thick white tongue coating. Deep, tight, and slow pulse. Stomach Qi rebelling upwards. Nausea, difficulty swallowing, burping, vomiting, hiccuping. No changes on the tongue. Pulse tight or wiry. Damp heat in the stomach. A feeling of fullness and pain in the epigastrium. A feeling of heaviness. Facial pain. Blocked nose, or a thick, sticky nasal discharge. Thirst without a desire to drink. Nausea. Feeling of heat. Dull yellow complexion. Sticky taste. Red tongue with a sticky yellow coating. Pulse slippery and rapid. Retention of food in the stomach. Fullness and pain and distension in the epigastrium that is relieved by vomiting. Nausea and vomiting of sour fluids, bad breath, sour regurgitation, burping, insomnia, loose stools, or constipation. Poor appetite. Thick tongue coating. Full slippery pulse. Blood stasis in the stomach. Severe and stabbing epigastric pain that may be worse at night. Dislike of pressure, nausea, vomiting, possibly vomiting of food. vomiting of food like coffee grounds, purple tongue, pulse wiry. Stomach and spleen Qi deficiency. Poor appetite, slight abdominal distension after eating. Tiredness, lassitude, pale complexion, weakness of the limbs, loose stools, an uncomfortable feeling in the epigastrium, lack of sensation or taste, pale tongue, empty pulse.